Hey guys, it's Spaces Sims, and we are back with more Amnesia Later. Amnesia Later crowd, whatever. Anyway, you know what we're doing. Last time we started our girls' party route, which really isn't the girls' party like I thought it would be. It's really more like have the girls over and ask about the boys, and then we get their profiles. I know I said I was going to read Kent's profile, but when I opened it, it literally is just everything that they kind of talked about in the thing. So I'm like, you know what? We'll just go through right now, finish off Sawa's asking about Toma, then we'll do Minae and Rika. Not Riku. Rika. Wow. My god. Wrong game. Anyway, we'll do all those, unlock all the profiles, and then we'll go through and read them. It makes more sense than going back and forth, because it is just literally everything they're going to tell us. I'm pretty sure it's everything. Like, I looked at it and I was like, yeah, this is like everything they explain, and it would just be easier. Instead of like going to Ken and then loading back this save and then doing that and then loading a save, and then we spend more time navigating the menus, which we're going to do anyway, but like, we'll save ourselves like 30 seconds. Anyway, I reloaded up Sawa's little section, and we're going to ask what kind of a person Toma is, and then, whatever. So, we should probably get through all of this, I think, in this hour, because they only take a few minutes anyway, so... What do you mean? Wouldn't you be the one who knows him the most out of us? I know, I'm not good with the voices right now. Anyway, she has a point, huh? Well, she did mention that they haven't hung out much lately, so maybe there are sides of him she doesn't know. But the things we know are pretty limited, too. Well, I know Toma's birthday! He said that it was April 12th. That day we happened to be throwing a birthday party for a little kid at the cafe. And I remember he was muttering things like, why do I have to celebrate someone else's birthday on my birthday? Oh, yeah, I remember him saying that too. But I also remember that Toma likes children. Yeah, he does. And he's good with them too. Yeah, I don't really think he is, because I don't think you put kids in cages. I'm just throwing that out there. Even during the party, he gathered all the kids together and was playing with them. It seems so fun. You know what, Minae? You can have Toma. I'll give him to you. Minae does not deserve that. There's a saying that nobody who loves people or animals can be all that bad. I don't know about that. Yeah, right, Orion? High five, the first time you've ever been right. Okay, not the first time, but I mean, about Toma. April 12th? What's the sign for that? Aries. He also said his blood type was B. Oh, and I know his height. He was discussing about it with Mr. Ikki before. It was a discussion about who's taller, Mr. Ikki or Toma. Toma claimed he was 5'11", that means he's like 5'6". Whoa, that's tall! He doesn't seem like it when he's next to Kent, though. I mean, Kent's 6'3", Jesus. Yeah, but I heard he was in the broadcasting club during high school. What? I heard he did soccer and archery. Well, he mentioned the other day that he was in the newspaper club. Yeah, he sounds like he's full of shit, doesn't he? Well, he did once say to me that he's a jack of all trades, but a master to none. As for the soccer team, he apparently only shows up for the games. He said he joined the broadcasting club because it was well known at his high school and would look good for college applications. How can broadcasting club be well known? Do they have competitions? As for the newspaper club, apparently a friend started it and begged him to join, but he never really went. It all sounds like he wasn't really into any of them, huh? I guess I'm not surprised to hear that. That's so like him. I wonder if his hobbies are like that too. Like, does he just do a variety of random things? No, his hobby is keeping girls in cages. And that's what I hear. I asked what his hobbies were, and there were so many. Like what? Basketball, cycling. He likes competitive sports where he can play against someone. He likes video games, too. He likes to read and go online, too. Supposedly, he also cooks. My, he sure is multi-talented. You know what, Rika? you can have Toma. Because I'm just saying, if anyone is going to beat the cage out of Toma or put him in one, it's going to be Rika. I'm just saying. Like, she can handle herself, she can handle Toma, and she will absolutely make a normal human being out of him. Just, she can handle it. And, like, he will come out better and not be the goddamn piece of trash he is. But more than anything, the thing he enjoys most is playing card games with Shin and going shopping with Spacey. Wow. It's like he cares about those two so much that he doesn't care about anything else. Fortunate. But he's supposedly very popular when it comes to food. He told me he likes spicy food, but doesn't like raw fruit like tangerines, apples, and strawberries. Note to self. Cover myself in tangerines, apples, and strawberries. Dress like a strawberry. Got this. I've seen him eat jam and tarts, so I guess he's okay with fruit as long as it's not raw. I kind of get it, though. Raw fruits are so sour. What kind of fruits have you been eating? And that's what's so good about them. Who doesn't like tangerines? What is he, a cat? Speaking of cats, we were talking about our favorite animals a little while ago. We were all debating between cats and dogs, but Toma says, I like human beings the most. And he also likes to put them in cages. You can't kennel a person, Toma. I suppose humans are animals, but are you sure he understood the point of the conversation? Yeah, he likes to keep people as pets, Rika. No, he understood. He knew what he fucking was saying. I'm not sure, but I guess he did. I mean, I could totally picture him saying that well. He seems to be a sociable person, but, well, I guess he is complicated. Yeah, I think that's all the information we could get for now. We learned a lot, so let's write it all down later so we don't forget. Yeah, alright, now let's just relax and enjoy the rest of the girls' day. Toma's profile unlocked. I forgot how big those words were. Like, okay, I can see it. Thanks. Making the most out of the space they have. Alright, so we'll just load up. This was the first save we had, right? Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't. We saved before that, but this is the first one that's loading. So we'll go with Minae. Alright. Oh, hey! Are you still looking for fireflies? I couldn't find any. I feel a little sad. I've never seen a firefly before. I really wanted to see one. I generally don't like bugs, but I can stomach fireflies because they're pretty. No touching, though. Anyway, why did you come to me? You don't really like me, right? I mean, it's not like we're friends. Aww. Wait, really? Yes, we are. Yeah, I guess we're not. I would say yes, we are, right? Yeah, okay. Liar. Girls never like me. I'm spoiled. I'm mean. I love hot men. And I'm pretty cute to top it all off. Yeah, I mean, I feel like we vibe. I spoil myself. Nobody else spoils me, but me. Spoil myself. I'm kind of a bitch, so I'm mean. Sure. I love hot men, too. I don't know if I'm pretty cute to top it all off, but you know, on my confident days, like, I'm okay. Yeah. Okay. So, like, I mean, we're fine, Minae. It's great. You're just pretty, and I'm like a potato, but, like, whatever. Potatoes are delicious. And we all know in Pio Fiore that Oliver loves potatoes. And that's all that matters to me, because I love Oliver. So, whatever. Tell us how you really feel, Minae. Girls always hate me, so it's okay. Don't force it. We don't hate you, though. But it was kind of sweet of you to flat out call me a friend. I know I'm selfish and do things that make me hated. It's still lonely not having friends. So, thank you. That's what set you and Sawa apart from the other girls. Sawa's always talking to me. She's always claiming that I'm not honest. But she doesn't realize that because I'm brutally honest, people hate me. In the beginning, I found her annoying, but I've acquired a taste for her. And I feel like Sawa, like other girls I could see maybe not liking Minae because she's like a little blunt. Maybe and like honest. And maybe in a way that comes across mean. Like, girl, sometimes you need to like, you don't just say your exact thoughts, you know? You got like, you know, little white lies, you know? Don't hurt people's feelings just because, you know, I'm being brutally honest. I mean, people have feelings, Minae, Jesus. But like, It could probably be, I mean, look at her. She's super fucking adorable and cute. There probably definitely are girls who are intimidated by her and are like, oh, she's cute. I don't want to be friends with her, you know? Also, her attitude probably doesn't help. But, like, I don't think Sawa gives a fuck. She's like, I don't care. Everyone's my friend. I'm not competing against you. I don't care if you're super cute. Because, like, Sawa's a completely different person. She's not, like... I feel like the type of friends Minae would attract, aside from me being a brain-dead potato over here, okay, and Sawa being, like, super sports girl, with, like, girls that are more into, like, fashion and dressing up and looking cute and pretty boys and, like, whatever, and I feel like that's a recipe for cattiness. You know what I mean? She's gonna be friends with the mean girls. Girls are like, you're not allowed to be prettier than me. I'm number one. Not you, Minae. But, like, Minae would be prettier than the number one girl. Than the number one girl. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know all those, like, teen, like, girl fight movies? Yeah, she'd be, like, friends with the bitches. The plastics. You know? Regina George can't handle Minae. You know what I mean, though? Like, and so it's like, that's why you don't have friends. Also, you probably have a little bit of a mean girl attitude, but again, it's just the brutal honesty. Like, sometimes it's not just honesty, it's you're just kind of being a bitch. So, I mean, she's been kind of in some routes where you're like, wow, she really is kind of bitchy. But other routes when she's your friend, like, she's actually like, you know, I like her. So, I don't dislike Minae. Like, I like the fact that she's not, like, perfect, pretty girl, or, like, the MC always is. We're perfect and wonderful and sweet and innocent, and we're just, like, all wholesome and sugar and spice and wonderful. Okay, seriously? I'm gonna need you to not be, like, as bland as a sheet of paper. But, like, usually, like, other girls are, like, love rivals and they're evil douchebags, and, like, somebody like Minae would absolutely be, like, the evil, mean, nasty bitch who just doesn't like, and we're supposed to hate. She's pretty, so she must be a bitch. You know what I mean? But, like, they didn't make her that way. She got an attitude, but, like, you know, she's a pretty decently rounded character. She's nice and can be a little bitchy, sure, probably. I mean, she hasn't shown it in this, but I meant, like, in the other routes in the original game, you know, where everybody was slightly I mean, the guys were generally the same, but, and I'm sure Minae was the same. It was just our relationship with her was different, so it comes across different. You know what I mean? Waka was absolutely a different person in every fucking world, including this one. I don't know, that man changes personalities like everyone else changes underwear, and it's bizarre. But anyway. Now I kind of feel lonely if I go a few days without seeing you girls. But only just a little. It's such a typical tsundere. I didn't know they still existed in the wild. Thought they all went extinct. But today was so unfortunate. I could find some fireflies. Wow, I can't speak. Hey, you two! Why do you guys look so glum? We do not! How rude! I'm bored. The men are all playing over there. Playing? What are they doing? And they're at the river making a stone bridge. It looks like fun. A stone bridge? I think it was Ikki. He thought if we went down there we might find some fireflies. But it was a little unstable there, so he suggested we should have rocks to walk on. And they're gathering a bunch of big rocks to make a bridge. And they're having fun. It sounds so fucking random and stupid, but I love these fucking idiots. I don't believe them. You're acting like my little brothers. In a way, you could say that makes them kind of cute, I guess. Whoa! Ukyo fell. Crap, the current's taking him! Again, run over that way! Wait, he's waving at us. What does that gesture mean? That seems like he's saying he's used to this, so he's fine. Really? He's being taken away. We're all just like, we should go home, yeah. Ukyo, he's always so naturally unlucky. His carelessness can be dangerous. Well, there's nothing we can do about it. Let the men rescue him. Definitely. Why don't us ladies just hang out then? A ladies' night out.
cafe or something. That's where a girls' outing should be.
And that's not always the case, but I do agree that it's often where girls go to hang out.
Let's find a place with good cake then. I want a place with a good tea. Sawa, pick a place.
I'm going to pick... Gosh, fine.
Hey, you can make me do anything, Minae.
You two get along well.
Now let's pick a date. We have time now anyways. You're right. Let's pick a date now and hang out next week. Oh, there'll be no cute guys there. I'm looking forward to it.
No, but we can talk about cute boys. What do we talk about in hers? Okay. Oh, we have to... Oh, that's right. We have to, Where do we go? Under album? Where the hell did we go for it? Oh, we went to New Game. That's right. I'm like, where do we go again? I totally forgot how we did this. Oh my god, it's only been a day. I'm not very smart. I'm like, where the hell do you go to open this? Oh, Lord.
Hello!
Why, hello.
Hi! Sorry we ended up having to do our girls' night at your place. Hope that's okay.
Oh, it is basically the same. Am I gonna hit the skip? And I'm like, I wonder if it's the same because it sounds exactly the same. It is. Okay, hold on. Let's go to options, game settings. Skip. Okay, skip. Red. Speed. We want it to be fast. I'm gonna make it not super. Autoplay speed. We're not turning that on. Stop after choice. Okay. Because it's just going too slow. I like it to go faster. Okay. There we go. That's a little bit better. So you can still see the text popping up and it's not like, but it's like, before it was like, pop up, pop up. Anyway. Did I open the wrong one? Oh, did I open the wrong one? Did I do Sawa instead of Minae? I did, didn't I? Oh my god, someone's screaming at me. I was not paying attention. Yeah, okay, I'm so stupid. That explains why Sawa was in the picture. I saw her there, and then it just didn't occur to me that I clicked the wrong thing, and I was like, this is the same. Okay, yeah, no, alright, never mind. Well, we got the skip thing out of the way. Oh my good lord. I'm not doing good today, I swear. Like, my brain isn't working. Anyway.
Welcome back, madam. Oh, it's you, Spacey. It's truly an honor that you choose this place as your girls' hangout. Your table's in the back, and the others have already arrived.
This is so not the right voice for Waka. It's really not. But, like, it's what we got. He's stuck with it. It just feels wrong, though. You know? It feels wrong. But, like, too late. We're, like, 2 hours in, so.
Oh, no way. We're the last one. Guess we took too much time getting ready. Your seats at table number 2, and take your time and enjoy yourselves. Okay, thank you. Alright, so table 2 it is. Oh, so table 2 is... Here you are! You're late! We've started already!
Rare for you to be late. Did you miss your alarm?
No. Although she's late, it's only by 2 or 3 minutes, and that would not count as tardy. Yeah, but that's the thing. By our cafe standard, 1 second late's considered tardy.
A true samurai is strict on time. That's the rule anyway. But I'm no samurai.
That's right. You were tardy like 3 times and the manager told you to commit seppuku.
Yeah, that was pretty intense.
Now that's odd. I remember hearing stories that the samurai of the Edo period were quite loose with their time. No, really? Whenever I watch those traditional dramas, they always seem so strict on time. Well, that was the only to meet the palace rules. But those weren't necessarily the rules for the samurai. It was a time before clocks, so the only way to tell time was by the position of the sun. Oh yeah, huh? Then why was he pressuring me with seppuku then? You're just lucky Shin came to your rescue back then. Yeah, that would have been bad. Anyway, the small talk isn't going to get us anywhere. So before the girls' hangout commences in full force, let's ask about the guys. They already brought up both Shin and the manager, so why not ask about them? You could say something like, I wonder what kind of a person the manager is, and I'm sure they'll just start talking. The manager himself is just a few feet away, so we have to be careful. So which person did you want to ask about first? Save.
What do you know about Shin? Because that's the first one that's on here, so. And it's the first one in the guide, but anyway.
Huh? You're asking me about Shin? I don't think I have any more information than what you have.
What we know about him is pretty limited, don't you think? Shin is the youngest gentleman, right? And the man who seems a little more on the gruff side, correct?
Yeah, but that's just the vibe he gives off. He's actually pretty straight-laced.
Yeah, and he gets lonely fast. Or rather, he likes to hang out with people. Kind of unexpected, right?
Toma mentioned it before, but even to just read a book, I heard Shin goes to Toma's house.
You mean he goes to Toma's house to read a book that Toma has?
That's what I thought at first too, but apparently that's not the case. Shin will go out, buy a book, visit Toma, and then lie around in his room as if it were his own to read in. I guess he doesn't do it all the time, but I mean, how is it any different than reading at your own home, you know?
Because then there's somebody else there. That's kind of adorable. See, this is also, too, why, like, Shin got, like, a bad rap the first time I played. Because I was like, he's got an attitude. He's kind of mean to us. And then, lo and behold, I like that. I mean, look, shit changed after the first. Your first Otome game's different. It either sets the precedent for the things that you like. Glasses, assholes, and robots. Characters, flirty whores. You know, or like there's certain characters that you grow to like later that in the first time you play, you're like, yeah, I don't know if I like this. It's weird. And then once you realize it's just a standard trope and it's everywhere, you just start enjoying it. You know? Except for Toma. Fuck Toma. Other people can be a douche and put me in a cage and be overpossessed. I don't really like the super overpossessive. That always creeps me out a little. Like, you can be a little overprotective, a little possessive, whatever, but there's got to be a limit. And Toma's just over the limit, like, Jesus Christ, I'm not gonna fucking melt in the rain. And, like, putting me in a cage is only acceptable sometimes. Like, we've had it happen a lot, and I'm usually okay with it now, but not when it's Toma. I don't know. And again, you would have thought replaying it would have made me be like, nope. I was still like, yeah, no, everything about you is just creepy and disturbing, and I hate this. Like, I get what you're doing, and I would be okay with that in theory, but your execution is like a raging fucking F- that I'm going to throw in a toilet full of shit and light on fire. It's a flaming pile of shit is what it is. I hated it. And by it, I mean Toma. But anyway.
When he's not reading, he'll get Toma involved, and they'll play card games together.
I guess he really doesn't like to be alone, huh?
Come to think of it, Spacey, you used to often pack a lunch for Shin and take it to him during his track tournaments. He seems like the type that wouldn't like that kind of thing, but he actually does.
I don't know. I didn't know he was on the track team. He does look like he'd be fast. He's also tall, so I'm sure he's fit for almost any sport.
I know, right? Shin said that he's 5'10".
Because the other guys in the cafe are taller. He seems short in comparison, but he's not. Well, what sports does he play at school? I think there's a variety within track and field.
He said he's on the mid-range distance relay team. I don't think he really likes it, though. He said joining a club was mandatory.
But if he managed to get a spot in the competition, that must mean he practiced pretty hard, right?
I can totally picture him having a frown on his face, but doing everything super seriously.
I totally can, too.
What else do I know? Oh, he also told me his birthday. I was reading the weekly horoscope in a magazine. He was born on November 30th. A Sagittarius, blood type A.
I didn't know Shin is into horoscopes.
He looks like he isn't interested in them at all, but he told me his birthday when I asked.
So I suppose he isn't completely unfriendly then. I've only spoken to him a few times, so I don't know him too well.
Well, I think his unfriendly demeanor is more him hiding the fact that he's shy. He may seem cool, but he's actually pretty immature. There's a pretty big gap between how he likes to portray himself and reality.
May I ask what you mean by that?
He likes his tamagoyaki sweet. He doesn't like celery, loves dogs, and can play with them all day. I actually heard about that. There was a doggy who was tied at the front of the cafe waiting for its master, and she was totally playing with it.
Oh my!
He was so cute, I couldn't help but laugh. Then Shin gave me the look like he'd been caught and pretended nothing happened and sheepishly went back into the store.
I could totally picture that happening.
What's up with that guy? Maybe he just wants to act tough.
I suppose that is the case. He is at a very difficult stage in life, and not a boy and not yet a man. What are you guys talking about?
Oh, oops!
Huh? I've come to take your order.
I thought you were in the kitchen today.
Yeah, but we're short-staffed. If you don't know what you want yet, I'll come back in a few minutes. I apologize for this, but I'd much appreciate it if you did. We were too busy chatting and haven't decided yet. Understood. It's going to be unfortunate because when we talk about Waka, he's going to show up.
Whoa, that was a close one. It's so awkward when someone actually hears you gossiping about them.
Okay, we're sitting around a table and nobody saw him coming. Like, somebody's got to be facing him.
And besides, he totally pouted if he found out you said he was childish.
Well, let's hope he didn't hear.
Yeah, I think that's all the information we can get for now. We learned a lot, so let's write it all down later so we don't forget. Alright, now let's just relax and enjoy the rest of Girls' Day.
Which we don't get to see because, it's all about finding Shin's profile unlocked. Ooh, hey, Ukyo. Continue. Load girls party Minae. The next time I'll actually open Rika's. What kind of person is the manager?
The manager? I don't know much about him.
Me too. He's such a mystery. But he sure stands out about his height and the way he talks. Right, because we gave him the terrible accent, so that fits, I guess. Even though the accent doesn't seem to fit him, but whatever. How tall was he? About 6'3"?
He's taller than Ken, so I'd say he's about 6'5" or so.
Jesus Christ! The man's a mountain! And I'm not opposed to climbing that mountain. Okay. Oh, no. Yes, and just by eyeballing his height, he'd be about that. I asked what his blood type was before, and he said there's a high chance that his blood type is A. I wonder why he's unsure.
Maybe he just doesn't know. I've heard many people don't know their blood type.
I'm not sure if I know mine. I don't know his birthday or much about his private life. I believe his hobby is reading. I heard in the past that he has a subscription for a monthly business-related magazine.
Does that count as a hobby? Sounds more like he's just reading it for business.
Oh, one time Kent mentioned that he'd seen the manager practicing katana swings.
Shin mentioned that he heard the manager's a trained sniper.
Mr. Ikki claims that he's very good with magic. Oh my god, he's a fucking magician. I'm here for this. What else is there to know about him?
I think I know what he likes to eat. I often see him eating vanilla ice cream.
Oh yeah, huh? But did he also claim he's not very picky when it comes to food? He said there's not much food he really loves or hates either way. And maybe that's why the menu choices at Meido no Hitsuji all seem so logical.
So besides food, do you know what else he likes and dislikes?
I saw him and Shin talking passionately about dogs. Shin talked about the good points of a dog while the manager talked about their benefits. He doesn't seem to really like them. doesn't seem to really like him. Doesn't seem...
Benefits?
He mentioned that dogs can be used as guard dogs and can be very useful. Why? It sounds like the two of them were talking past each other.
He doesn't seem to be secretive, but it's just hard to grasp what kind of person he is.
What are you talking about? They knew he was going to come over. Whoa! I've come to take your order. It's funny that whoever you talk about comes to take your order.
We haven't decided yet. Can you come back again?
And I shall return in 5 minutes. Is that okay? Yes, I'd appreciate that.
He scared me. I almost had a heart attack. I think that's all the information we can get for now. We learned a lot, so let's write it down later so we don't forget. Alright, now let's relax and enjoy the rest of Girls' Day.
It's the same line each 3 times, so like, we're gonna have to hear that 2 more. I'll probably just, yada yada, Girls' Day. Okay, Waka's profile unlocked. Waka Waka, Waka's world. Alright, new game. Oh no! Right, no, we gotta load save file 1. This one. We gotta go to the new world, load this, and then choose Rika. Okay, right. I'm like, look, there's a lot of, like, trying to remember what the fuck you're doing and where you have to do it with loading all these different saves and shit, so. Oh, Spacey. Tonight was rather unfortunate. You wanted to see the fireflies. But I'm sure there'll be another opportunity. Cheer up. She looks so fucking evil, but I still kind of like her. Like, I wonder why there's such an influx of fireflies this year. I hope this isn't a premonition of something bad. No, a mere firefly wouldn't symbolize that.
I hope so, but this abnormal weather's also concerning. There may be a reason.
So, and there's something I'd like to consult with you about.
Consult? That's rare coming from Rika.
I'd much rather speak with you at a restaurant over tea, however. Although I suppose now is as good a time as any. We'll save the tea for next time. So, please keep this between us and do not inform Mr. Ikki. Someone has approached me asking if we could date.
Date?
I was so thrown off that I couldn't respond on the spot. I'm the president of the Ikki fan club, so of course I will decline, but what am I to say in a situation like this? I don't have much experience with regards to romance, so I'm at a total loss of what to do. Imagine, like, rejecting someone just because you're in a fan club for Ikki and you only get to date him for 3 months when you date him at all. And I guess maybe she's like, I haven't gotten my chance as the fan club, because I can't really remember, like, the exact... I mean, I know it was like he only dates people for 3 months and then you go to the next girl and, you know, whatever. That's part of being in his fan club. But, like, I don't remember if Rika was like, I'm the, you know, she was the president of the fan club because she's never dated him and would let all the new member and, like, all the members date him, and she has never, or she did already. I feel like she hasn't, because otherwise, like, you can't be in a fan club for Ikki if you're... I mean, granted, I feel like that's something you should tell someone. Oh, yeah, but I'm in the fan club for this other guy, and I follow him all over the place and fawn over him. But, like, we've already dated, so, like, you don't have to worry about that, because we only got one shot. So, like, I mean, maybe the guy isn't gonna want to date you after that. But, you know, maybe he's like, okay, that's strange. But, like, you know, Rika could be in a fan club for, like, New Kids on the Block or some shit. And, like, you're gonna not date her because of that? I'm in the Barry Manilow International Fan Club. I'm a fanalo. This doesn't mean nobody's gonna date me. I'm not gonna marry Barry Manilow. I'm pretty sure he's gay anyway. And also, like, way too old. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's totally different than being Rika and Ikki's fan club. It's different. Barry Manilow just makes really fucking awesome music. Come on. You know. Goddamn best concert ever. Anyway, not the point. But you know what I mean? Like, I mean, it's definitely different and it's strange, but I mean, I feel like if she told the guy if he was okay with it, then why can't you date him? You know? Because she's like, I will decline, as if she has to. But maybe it's because she hasn't had her chance with Ikki, and like, I mean, eventually you want to have your chance dating him, right? So, the whole point of the fan club. Whatever.
I'm just surprised that someone wants to date her.
Poor Rika, she's beautiful. She's very, I wouldn't say off-putting, and that comes across more like, God, she's off-putting. It's more like, I feel like she's very intimidating, and I'm not really sure how anyone would not be terrified of her. You know what I mean? But then again, there are some men who like that. So they'd be like, yeah, she'd step on me. I'm just saying. Nayuta, we know. Oh god, if we merged those two games, he would be all over her. Because he'd be like, step on me! Yeah, absolutely.
And just so you have all the information, he's 5 years older and works in the city. I was running to school with bread in my mouth. I was running late and slammed into him at a corner. We both fell to the ground, apologized, and went our separate ways. But at school, and a man was standing at the podium as our substitute teacher. Our eyes met and I was terribly surprised.
It's not Kent, is it? That seems strange. But I do think it's funny that Rika just comes across as so much older and more mature that it's strange that she's a college student too. I'm like, wait, what? This feels awkward. I mean, doesn't mean she's not like with Ikki being like a senior or whatever, several years above us, like. But it just still seems odd. You're like, anyway.
I opened my bag to find out that what I had was not my bag, but his. And since we had to exchange bags after class, I went to the lounge to apologize for the mishap. And then he claimed, this is fate. However, I feel there's no such thing. Don't you agree?
What is this, some old school shoujo manga?
What kind of life does she live? Who runs around with bread in their mouth? That's just crazy. Interesting, but it makes no sense.
I love this, it's amazing.
My heart only belongs to Mr. Ikki, so I couldn't possibly court anyone else. But how should I respond to such a thing?
Wait a minute. I'm barely keeping up with the story. How can we give advice? What do you say, Spacey? You should just be honest. Why don't you ask me now? I feel like you should just be honest. Good for me. I guess, like you said, there's no right or wrong answer because it does nothing, but I would have picked this, so yeah.
You're right. I suppose that is the only way.
Like, yeah, you should be honest. Just tell him you're in a fan club for Ikki and you haven't had your chance to date him for 3 months. And until then, you just can't see yourself dating anyone else. I mean, or tell him you're in the fan club for Ikki, and even though you've had your 3 months to date him, because I don't know what the story is, he's got to be okay with the fact that you're always going to fawn over Ikki, and Ikki comes first. Again, he might be into that. Who knows?
Okay, I'll do so then. However, when the time comes, would you come with me? I can't do this alone.
Oh, she's blushing. That's adorable.
And this is Rika, right? She doesn't have some twin sister that we don't know about, right? What are you two doing? We were watching down below but got bored. Include us in your chat. And down, the men, what are they doing?
And they've gone down into the river to make a dam out of rocks. And they saw the river and something drove them there.
Why do boys love playing in the river so much? They're such children. Well, if we leave them be, I can easily envision them causing trouble. But we must tell them to clean up after themselves. It's fine. There were so many other little forts in the water that other children made.
Or grown-ass men. I'm just saying. I kind of want a CG of these idiots, like, with their freaking yukatas hiked up around their knees, like, playing in the water, like... Oh my god, it's so funny.
I'm sure they wouldn't mind just one more.
Actually, judging from this conversation, maybe they weren't made by children after all. It's exactly what I just said.
Huh. No, you're right. Whoa, do you really think...
Maybe all adult men secretly want to go back to childhood. Doesn't everybody want to go back to childhood once you reach adult stage? You're like, this sucks. I wish the worst part of my life. Oh man, I gotta go to school. Oh, summer vacation. Fuck, I'm 3 months off. Ugh. Instead of being like, I have days off. They're called Saturday and Sunday. And then by the time you're like, yeah, oh, fuck, tomorrow's Monday. Son of a bitch. Anyways, what were you two talking about? Nothing special in particular. I was just inviting her to go to a cafe or a restaurant. I've discovered a new place. What do you say we all go sometime next week? I want to go. I'm really curious about what kind of place you'd recommend. I guess it's fine doing just girls' night from time to time. That's a plan then. A girls' night next week. I best resolve this situation before then. What's the matter, Rika? Nothing at all. I think how she just laughs louder. I think I'm really awkward. Nothing. Jesus. Oh, good God. I just can't stop. Oh, we were in a girls' party. Okay, I'm gonna pick the correct one this time. Oh, look, a nice little place.
And so this is the venue, huh? Where is everyone?
A good day, Spacey.
Oh, there's Rika.
And the other two have just arrived.
Hey! Hey!
I can't do Minae's voice anymore. I really can't.
Morning, Spacey. Morning. It's 2 p.m. right now.
Oh, sorry. I just woke up an hour ago. I couldn't help but say good morning. Oh my. You sure sleep quite a lot, don't you?
Yeah, last night I got invited to a dating event with my tennis club to even out the number of boys and girls. I got back extremely late.
I'm so tired.
It was so boring, too.
I didn't know you belonged to a tennis club, Sawa. Mr. Ikki also plays tennis. Oh, I didn't know that. But I'm pretty much a non-member. I'm more busy at work and have more fun there anyway.
I totally get it. I also find her job really fun. But you're still studying for college exams, right? You mustn't let your work get in the way of your studying.
Don't worry about that. My grades aren't bad. Oh, that's Minae. Wait a minute. Was I reading Minae? Oh, good God. Okay, it's because Minae is purple and Rika is pink, so I got them mixed up. Anyway, I get our jobs with it. But you're still studying for college exams, right? You mustn't let your work get in the way of your studying. Anyway.
Don't worry about that. My grades aren't bad at all. The other day, Ukyo said the same thing to you.
What did he say?
You better study now or you'll end up like me.
I'm not exactly sure how to respond to that.
Ukyo claimed that his grades in school were really bad. But he's still getting by as a photographer, right? If that's still the case, I guess there's no problem. Regardless, I'm sure Minae was at a loss of what to say. Anyways, before the girls' hangout goes into full effect, I think it's best to try and gather some information. Since Ikki and Ukyo both came up, why don't we try to get some information about them? You could say something like, I wonder what kind of person Ikki is, and I'm sure they'll just start talking.
I mean, I swear to God. Okay, Orion, we could have changed your line slightly. They just recycled it.
So who do you want to ask about?
Oh, good God. I gotta be honest, now I'm starting to be glad that the girls' day isn't going, like, the way I expected. And it's not as long, because doing Minae's voice hurts me on top of Orion's voice. Like, I can't.
Oh my God, like, I think we need to change Minae's voice and give her, like,
the Valley Girl voice, because it's a little bit easier to do this than, like, do this the whole time. Like, I can't. My voice is breaking. Like, I can't do it. So I think we're gonna have to change Minae's voice. We'll finish out this with the voice we gave her, but I think we're gonna switch it when we go into the main routes, possibly, because, like, fuck, it's hard. Like, it's hard. Especially because Orion. I don't know, we've only done, like, 3 parts, and I'm like, I don't think I can keep this up for, like, 10, 20 more hours. Jesus. Anyway. Alright, we'll start with Ikki, because he's right here, so there you go. If it's Mr. Ikki you're interested in, I could go on for days about him. What would you like to know?
What were talking about Ikki, and then I want to know his birthday, his height, his blood type, and his hobbies. Minae, if you don't show it, but you really are a fan of Ikki's, aren't you? Obviously, he's so hot, but I guess every one of our male staffers are kind of hot.
You are very honest. Oh, well then, let me answer Minae's request. Mr. Ikki was born on June 1st. He is a Gemini. His blood type is AB, and he is 6 feet tall. He lives with his parents and his little sister. However, he's not very close with them. He used to be on the tennis team, and at the time he used to do a co-ed practice. He was extremely popular then. His hobbies are playing billiards, darts, and table tennis. And that's basically all I've learned since I started hanging out with the other girls that wanted to date him. He apparently likes to improve himself and is always practicing. It's funny because in his route, he didn't live at home. He had his own place. You know, because he did the whole, like, oh, if you stay here kind of thing. And you're like, oh, give me a break. On a side note, he's the type of person who likes to use his body. So he likes to shoot billiards most of all. He likes to use his body. I am just going to let that one sit there and you have fun. He enjoys games that require an opponent, but unfortunately, there's simply no one that can match his skill. Toma also likes games that require an opponent, but he puts them in a cage. So we don't have a chance. Because I was just, thinking about it. He likes to use his body, and he likes games that require an opponent. Are we on the opposite teams? Because I think we're on the same side. But we can play it however you want. Role-playing, that's fine. My mind's in the gutter, it's fine. It pains me to say. But aside from that, he seems to be taken with math puzzles that Kent gives him. I dare say he's hooked. His favorite foods are traditional home-cooked meals such as fried tofu, although he doesn't like fatty meat. I believe his favorite animals are hamsters. The other day, one of the fan club members was carrying a small hamster in a basket. And the whole time Mr. Ikki was staring at the hamster. He kept stating how adorable the creature was running on his little hamster wheel. There's a hamster wheel in a basket? I believe that covers the basics when it comes to Mr. Ikki. Don't you agree? Oh, that was the basics?
Wow, Rika, that was amazing. I guess it just goes to show how well you know him.
It's an honor to receive such praises.
Wow, there really wasn't any room for us to chime in. Rika is amazing.
I think that's all the information. Write it down so we don't forget. Okay, bye, girls' night. We don't need to reread that. It's the same thing. You've heard it 15 times already. Okay, you've heard it 4 times, but we don't need to hear it 6. It's fine. It's just that if I don't have to read the same things for Orion, an extra, save my, it'll save my throat a little, okay? I wonder what kind of person Ukyo is. I wonder if anybody knows. About Ukyo.
That's kind of a tough question, wouldn't you say? Yeah, totally. Ukyo's a regular at the cafe, but I don't really know anything about him.
I know some.
What?
Here. And this is an investigative report I ordered on Ukyo.
An investigative report?
Well, I needed to be knowledgeable about anyone who spends time around Mr. Ikki, especially someone as suspicious as Ukyo. So I used all of the powers of the fan club to gather some information on Ukyo.
How did you do that?
It's not that hard to do. I had people pretend they were taking surveys and had him fill out a survey.
Oh, I see. But who goes that far?
Rika. He was happy to comply.
So, what were his results?
Well,
what?
I made a mistake and the club mistakenly approached him twice. As a result, he filled out 2 surveys. However, the way he answered the 2 surveys was completely different.
So, would you say he was lying?
I think it's interesting because you know he's got like a spirit possessing his brain, right? So he kind of has a split personality. Kind of interesting. Well, I wouldn't say that's the case either. And there are some areas of the 2 surveys that are matching.
That's kind of him. But usually if you filled out a survey once, you'd say no and say something like, oh no, I've done it already.
You're right. I was thrown off by how cooperative he was. Anyways, let me read his survey results.
He was born on March 3rd. He's a Pisces, and his blood type is O.
I was going to say 0. It's O.
He's 6'1", and his weight is unknown.
We didn't wait on anybody else, by the way, so that seems, whatever.
And during his school years, he did soccer, lacrosse, debate.
Kabaddi? Kabaddi. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it, so sorry if I butchered that, but anyway.
He also danced, played football, art. He did cheerleading, ran a triathlon. He was also in the hula dance club. He rode horses. And there are 15 other activities listed.
I hope all of them are in his profile.
That's too much! He seemed to have changed clubs every time he changed schools, and he supposedly joined every one he was invited to. And some of those sports are clearly for girls! And the girls doing the survey asked him about those, since it seemed a little off, but supposedly someone asked him to join, mistaking him for a tall Western girl.
Ukyo, you poor precious thing, I love it.
But he also mentioned that the cheerleading club figured it out immediately. For lacrosse, he just thought, wow, there's sure a lot of girls on this team, and left it at that. He sure is a problem child. In the debate team, Ukyo lived overseas for a long time, right? I thought he couldn't speak other languages. Makes no sense.
It didn't say he could speak, does it? Can he? He couldn't, huh?
From here is where the information starts to change. First off, his favorite food. Oh, first one says, so much has happened to me that my sense of taste is dull. I'm not particular to any food or drink. But the second one, it says, jelly and pudding-like things. The same thing for food he dislikes. On the first page it says, I don't dislike any food or drink. However, on the second one he says, raw egg, burdock root, and seaweed. And the choices are all typical Japanese foods foreigners tend not to like. Really? Supposedly foreign countries don't have the custom of eating raw eggs, and burdock root only exists in Japan. I mean,
slightly runny eggs, but a complete raw egg?
Yeah, oh, and many people say that seaweed is like paper. What? It's so good, though! And next, his hobbies. The first survey states,
Practice braiding?
Practice braiding, collecting weird underwear, talking with people.
Collecting weird underwear? Hi, I'm sorry, I need Kent here to do some math. The hell? Underwear?
Who answers that on a survey? On the second it states to clean, do laundry, and talking with people. Ah, so they both say talking to people. And I wonder why he slightly changed up his answers. I also had him answer about his favorite animals. Here they both say the same thing. I like all animals, but they all hate me.
Poor fucking Ukyo. He's such a train wreck.
Animals hate him? I wonder why. Maybe because he doesn't seem normal. I wonder. Well, I too was deemed a suspicious person at one point, so I shouldn't be talking. He makes no sense. But he sure is hot.
I don't think that's all the information we're going to get. Let's have fun at girls' night. Okay, bye. There's all our boy profiles, so. My bird's with me. She couldn't tell. So, there you go. And look at that. Perfect time. Because we'll read the profiles, and then we're good for this part. So, let's go to our album profiles. We'll start at the top with Shin. Oh, look at he looks so adorable, that little sprite. It's cute. Anyway, age 18, height 5'10", birthday November 30th, sign Sagittarius, blood type A. Family, father and mother, and look, you can see all his cute little pictures. Hobbies, card games, clubs, track and field club, mid-range relay runner. Favorite food is a sweet omelet. Dislike food, celery. I mean, I can't blame him. Celery tastes like Satan's asshole. I'm sorry. Celery doesn't have a taste. Yes, it does. It tastes like Satan's asshole. And if you know how I know, it's because I've eaten celery, and I'm just making the automatic assumption that that's what Satan's asshole tastes like, because it's awful. I hate celery. Favorite animal, dog. Ikki. Age 22. Oh, I'm sorry. Should we do this so that you can see Ikki here? It's okay. It'll be fine. We'll go back and flip through their pictures, but you can see them here. It's okay. Age 22. Height 6 feet. Birthday June 6 feet. I was gonna because I'm preparing to be like 5'10". 6 0, so 6 feet. It came up fucking awkward. Birthday, June 1st. Sign, Gemini. Blood type, AB. Family, father, mother, and a sister, 19. Hobbies, darts, billiards, table tennis, hence math puzzles. Clubs are the tennis club, past, and billiards club, present. Favorite food, home cooking in general, fried tofu in particular. Dislike food, fatty meat. Favorite animal, hamsters, guest. Kent. Oh, there's our precious little Age 25. Height 6'3". Birthday September 23rd. Sign Libra. Blood type B. Family, father and mother. Hobbies, creating math puzzles and observation. Clubs, none. Favorite food, minestrone. Dislike food, crabs and chestnuts. Favorite animal, all of them, in terms of observing them. Toma. Fucking trash height. No, fucking. I skipped age. Fucking trash age 20. Stupid douchebag height 5. I'm kidding. Okay. Height 5'11". Birthday April 12th. Sign Aries. Blood type B. Family, a father and a mother. Hobbies are basketball, cycling, being online, video games, reading, cooking, keeping bitches in cages. That's not on there, but I'm filling in the blanks. Clubs, soccer club, broadcasting club, archery club, newspaper club, trapping club. It should be in there. Like, you know, also like he's probably does some sailor knot tying club because I'm sure he knows how to tie knots. Bastard. Favorite food, anything spicy. Dislike food, raw fruit in general. Favorite animal, humans, because he likes to put them in. I'm sorry, but when you say favorite animal and you say humans, that's some serial killer shit right there. That's serial killery, okay? That's just a red flag. His color should have been red. They tried to throw you off. They're like, we'll make him yellow so you don't see the red flags coming a mile away. You think Shin's a red flag, but not me, he's fine. Ukyo. Age 24, height 6'1", birthday March 3rd, sign Pisces, blood type O, family, grandmother, others unknown. When did we find out he had a grandmother? Hobbies, normal. Collecting weird underwear, that's not normal. Practicing braiding, talking to people. Hobbies, other, cleaning, laundry, talking to people. Clubs, triathlon club, cheerleading club, hula dance club, soccer club, lacrosse club, football club, kabaddi club, whatever that is, dance club, art club, horse riding club, debate club, and 15 other clubs. Favorite food, normal. Anything edible. Favorite food, other, jellies and puddings. Dislike foods, normal. Nothing in particular. Dislike food, other. Raw egg, burdock root, seaweed. I think the other is supposed to be implying Nikhil or whoever, whatever the spirit's name was, that's possessing his body. Although, collecting weird underwear. For you to wear, you like having funny underwear, or like, you like collecting other people's, like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it's like, I like having funny socks. So when you go to stores, you're like, oh, look, these socks are cute, and you collect funny socks. So I can understand that, you know, you get funky, weird underwear that you're wearing. But it just, when you say it, you're like, there's a red flag that goes up, and you're like, what do you mean by that? Please explain. Anyway, favorite animal. Loves all animals, but they hate him. Waka. The middle picture. It's like two totally different looks between the left and the right photo. Like, oh, hi, look with him his glasses. And then the right with no glasses. Like, stop it. I still think he looks better with glasses because I'm just a fan. But, you know, still. Age 28, approximate. Height 6'4", approximate. Didn't we? Well, Rika said like 6'5", so I'm gonna guess that 6'4" is closer to the truth. Birthday, unknown. Sign, unknown. Blood type, A. How do we know his blood type? He said he didn't know. So then we should know his birthday and his sign. Family, unknown. Hobbies, assumed. Reading, magic tricks, sniper practice, katana practice. There's like reading, magic tricks, sniper practice. Excuse me? I think they should have put katana practice first because you're like, okay. And then sniper practice. They get progressively more disturbing as you go. Clubs, unknown. Favorite food, nothing in particular. Dislike food, nothing in particular. Favorite animal, unknown. Waka's just unknown. Okay, so see, there you go. Now we'll go through and you can see like everybody's little sprite on the main profile page. Look at Ken, he's so adorable. I just want to tousle his hair. Oops. I did not mean to skip over Toma. My button was a little too sensitive, but, you know, it just knows. that I hate Toma. Look, Ukyo, he might have... Again, okay. Toma locks us up in a cage, is a little overprotective and douchey. I want to light him on fire. Ukyo pushed me in front of a car, stabbed me, drowned me in a well, and threw me off a building 4 out of the God knows how many times he murdered me. And I'm like, look, he's sweet and adorable. I'm just saying. Sometimes you can't help the douchebags you hate and the psycho killers that you love. I don't know. And then Waka, he's precious too. I do love him. It's gonna be kind of fun today. I mean, I don't think I thought that like when we played the first time. Like, I don't remember. I mean, I feel like I really don't. I remember Waka, but I don't remember having any thoughts or feelings about him. You know what I mean? I just remember when I was going to replay the game, like, okay, I liked Ukyo, despite the fact that he was disturbing in the very beginning, and I'm like, I don't know about this guy, what the fuck? But I think like, when you kind of understood, like, what was going on with him, it was kind of nicer, you know what I mean? But I think he was that character that you were like, yeah, I don't know, what the hell? And then you get to his route and you're like, oh, okay. And you kind of change your opinion. Toma, I hated. Shin, I didn't really like either. I don't think I hated him, but I was like, yeah, I don't like this bastard. You know what I mean? And Kent kind of won me over. I'm like, God, he's a fucking robot. But I remember loving Kent at the end. You know what I mean? And Ikki could have just done anything, and it would have been okay because he was my first eyeball love. So like, you know, it was all right. But like when I replayed it again, I definitely was like, no, Shin's not too bad. He's not my favorite character, but I do like his route and I do like his character, and it's like, fine. You know, I don't see any problems with him. I like going into it was like, Ukyo's gonna murder me, but I'm here for it because, you know, whatever. And I still liked Ikki and Ken, and I still hate Toma. I really thought that was gonna change, but it did not. And then I just remember going through when I was replaying it being like, fucking Waka's hilarious because he's nice and sweet in one, and then the other one he's a drill sergeant, and he is like off the fucking rail. He is just 4 different personalities. Actually, probably 5 because even in Ukyo's like he just had multiple personalities. Like, it was crazy, and he's kind of fun. So I'm kind of glad we get a little Waka story. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's see. Since this is. I'm trying to close my the guide for it. Let's see, do we have any CGs? Let's see. Girls Party Special CG! That's what I want. There's no... Oh, there it is! No, whoops. I did not mean to go back. I'm sorry. I was trying to hit A and I clicked B. I like the fact that these ones are the ones from our, Aww. Oh, I love this game. When you hit A, if there was another version, like, it doesn't go back because there's not. I hate that so much when you're looking at CGs and you hit the A button because you want to like cycle through the versions of the CGs, and then it just goes back to the main page, and like the back button should, and I fucking hate that because it's like sometimes I don't know, are there 2, are there 3, are there 4, are there none? Like there's only 1. So when I hit the A button, nothing happens. I like that. Oh my god. Oh my god! Okay, everybody else looks super cute and we look derpy as shit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm trying to like zoom, like, look at all of our, oh my, Minae, we can almost see your butt cheeks, girl. But like, look at how cute everyone looks and then we look kind of derpy. I know a lot of people hate on Amnesia Protag. Does she actually have a canon name? I mean, I always change it to Spacey, but I don't know if she has a canon name, you know? But I know a lot of people hate on her for being like this complete and utter like blank slate, but it's kind of like she has amnesia, so this is the perfect opportunity for a character to kind of be bland because you don't know who you are. But I don't even think she was that bland. She comes across that way in the beginning because, again, you have a spirit that knocked your intelligence out. Like, you are literally a potato at this point. Like, perfect opportunity for her to be, like, as bland as a paper bag. And she kind of starts developing herself. And I don't really think she was that bad. I think we've had worse pro tags, and I'm like, nah, I hate this bit. What the fuck is wrong with you? More because they just, even though they're supposed to have a personality, they just act stupid all the time. Stupid little dainty wallflower. But, and normally she's kind of cute, but I feel like they could have done her a little bit better in this because the other girls have such like personality and they're kind of cute and pretty at the same time. Like Rika's beautiful, Minae's kind of cute, pretty, Sawa's just adorable, pretty, and then we are just like, we're like the ugly friend in this, which is just unfortunate because we're cuter than that. But they drew her like here's all these different girls who have their own kind of pretty, and we're like a potato. We literally are a potato. Okay, like she's just so like, you're like, oh, she's just this sad, ugly friend over there in the corner. Like that's mean. But like they could have drawn her better. Like everybody else, like, oh my god, I love this. It's so cute. Oh, she looks stupid though. So like, no offense to her. I just want to be like, look at this. Look at our cute friends. Aren't they adorable? You know what I mean? But like, this is how I want the CG to be. Just them. It's so much cuter. I was going the wrong way when I was zooming. You know? But yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing. Zoomed out. I love our outfits. I love the old timiness of it. It's super cute. But anyway. I'll zoom in a little bit. There we go. So we can kind of see everybody and we'll end it here. Look at that! We finished a whole, technically a route, I guess, because we did the girls' party and we unlocked the profiles and everything. So that's that. I guess next time, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if we will start Waka's World and do that, or will I go and do Shin first? I mean, if we go in the order of the guide, just to like, or just the listing, it's not really a guide. Well, yes, it is a guide, but you know what I mean? Just the listing of the paths. If we went in that order, Waka's World would be next. But then we do Shin, Ikki, Kent, and then Toma. And I don't know, I want Toma to be a little bit sooner because I want to get him out of the way because I hate him so much. And I want to save some of our better boys for the end. But I'm kind of curious enough about Waka's World to like maybe do him before we get into our boyfriends. I think this was a good jump in because we got to know them first. You're like, well, here's their little profiles. Now let's get into their paths. You know what I mean? But yeah, maybe we'll do Waka first. I don't know. I'll figure it out between now and the next part. I feel like it would be easier to go in order because I'm going to get confused. Like, what did we do? We did girls' party. There's like so many things to do, but you know, it'll either be Waka's World or Shin. But I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.